Hello, everyone. This is Kev. This is Black Men Being Brutally Honest. Okay, people, this manosphere is a trip. I'll just tell you that much. But before we get started, just want to remind you to hit that subscribe button. If it's your first time here, hit the like button, hit the dislike. Give a shit. I celebrate those. Make sure you hit that notification button as well. Let's get this party started. And just as I am late for broadcast, typically I am early this time. I've decided to go ahead and get into an earlier start time because sooner or later you're going to have to do things like consider your audience. I mean, people have to go to work on Monday, people got to go to work on Tuesday, people got to go to church on Sunday. I mean, I consider those people too. I mean, you got to consider everyone. I mean, be considerate in some kind of way. Stoic one, what's going on? So I'll say this. I should have reminded everyone in saying this that remind I should have at least announced that I was going to have an earlier start time. I'm listening. Thank you for joining me once again. You're here every broadcast, so I feel as if that should be acknowledged. So thanks for rolling with me. Thanks for all of your patience. All of it. All right. And also to remind you guys, or, well, maybe I should be announcing this too, that I am on Patreon. Um, haven't created any exclusive content just yet, but it is coming. I do have three patrons. They're scrolling across the bottom of the screen. I really appreciate their support, and you can join them as well. I do have a link in my community tab for my Patreon. Probably pin the comment here in a little bit. But if you are definitely interested, the link will be there for you. Or, I just probably have to work a bit harder to prove to you that Patreon with, me on it is worth it. So, take your time deciding that. I really appreciate the support I get here on this platform as well from you guys. So, just want to get all of the, cozy stuff out of the way before, I start to be brutally honest. And I need to remind everyone who frequents these chats and who watches this program and who comes to these panels, please do not use the two words brutally honest in vain. That shit is corny. Period. In vain. Don't use it in vain. You can use it. I don't own words. But anyway, I thank those guys down there. I thank those guys, and I thank you guys who tune in each and every week here on YouTube. I'm here every Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And let me go ahead and remind of the new start times. Uh, Saturday between 9 and 9:10. Sunday between 8 and 8:30. Monday between 7 and 7:30. We'll see what we can do with that. Okay, so let's get it started. All right. I called this particular one Sha'Carri. If you're not first, you are last. Us, just. And I really did not do this to diss Sha'Carri Richardson. I did not want her to lose. You know, I really didn't. I am not what these dumb ass simps and these little, BWs who are bitter because there are BWs who have very redeeming, beautiful qualities as well. They are separate from the ones I am talking about right now. The ones who call us haters in a hate group. Let's just keep it a buck. You can keep it a buck sometimes. I mean, we keep it a buck with guys, and I know the whole tit for tat comparison, that shit gets old. The gender comparison gets old, but this is all about gender right here. You guys made it about gender. You could say I'm doing things like projecting all you want, but that's what this entire fucking space is about. It's about gender. It's about gender. Western culture is about gender at this point. All two of them. Oh yeah, yeah. Somebody's gonna castigate me for saying there are just two genders, but it's all about gender to you guys. I don't care if it's a male or a female. I can't possibly smack you with words, and I'm not gonna tell anyone to harm you, regardless of how you may feel, regardless of how sensitive you are. But to turn around and call us a hate group, to call that say that I participate in a hate group, especially after I tried to talk to you niggas about Emmett Till last night. Fuck you. Weak ass shit through a fucking Wi-Fi connection. Not talking to the people watching. I mean, if you're a hater, sure. I trust. I've been able to trust my audience thus far. But all these little, if you've been watching this space, y'all niggas, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my people. I'm out of character right now because sometimes the bullshit wears on you. And they try to set this golden standard for my age group, but hey, you know what? You don't get to disrespect my age group and get away with it. That's not possible. That's not humanly possible. Period. I don't care. I do not care. Trust me. I'm old enough to realize that I don't care. Don't. That ain't no need for all that disrespect. Period. I'm up here because I'm tired. I'm really up here on YouTube because I'm tired of black people disrespecting ourselves. Let's just be straight up. Let's just be brutally honest about it. I don't have to. I don't have to fucking care about you know our image. I don't have to care about it because it's like every time I go outside, it just seems hopeless. I mean, shit. Maybe I'm just being negative. I don't know. But I mean, calling you a hate group just because you can't really go toe to toe in a mature manner. I'm going to say what's cliche to a lot of these conversations. Y'all don't use it the right way. I'm I'm about to use it in the correct way. This is why we lose. This is why we keep coming in last place, like Sha'Carri did. This is why we defend shit like this because we are in last place. I don't think that I don't believe in this hierarchy bullshit. I really don't. You know. I don't believe that any one person is really better than the other when it boils down to it. Because at the end of our lives, we all end up in the same place. We all end up being dust. That's not an excuse not to go out there and do shit, though. All I'm saying is this: it's not an excuse to not live a full life, or for you to come at me just because. I mean, like, seriously, do y'all really fucking care about racism at this point? Like, seriously, is racism really an issue for you guys? Since we know we got all this infighting going, I feel like that it's still black people infighting still is not the bigger issue, because that all that racism you are misrepresenting and referring to, they are in the they seemingly are in the controlling position. I'll say that much. You can say what you want about legislations and laws, but hey, if the first thing you got to do is shoot me, I mean, what does that say about you, pussy? Now, if you're black and you do the same thing, nobody have a problem with me calling you a pussy. See how that works? Why do y'all care about racism? You keep saying that every time a white man shoots a black man, it's white men dominating black men. But every time a black man shoots a black man, he a punk, he a coward. Or, he ain't playing or he don't play that shit. Always some negative ass shit to put, or trying to put a positive ass spin on some negative ass shit. I mean, shit, the reason why I ask a lot of you guys why y'all care about racism is because of the way you carry yourselves in these YouTube streets. The words you say go a long way. When one group of people do it, it's coon ass shit. When another group of people do it, it's trolling. It's entertainment. It's comedy. The fuck out of here. Shut up. Give everybody the entertainment benefit of a doubt. I mean, it's not that's not directed at a particular person. This is a mentality. When black men fail, we're roasted. Period. Not saying that shouldn't happen, because supposedly everyone expects better of us. Everyone expects us to lead. All right. See, here I'm making a comparison. I can't lead a balled up piece of paper. I can't lead balled up homework. Okay. Shit, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Period. So stop using that bullshit excuse. Some people, and I get it. Some people just aren't cut out to lead. But why do you niggas keep bringing it up? If you ain't seen what a leader in your life is, why don't you go talk to your dad? No, I mean, I ain't gonna go with this little bullshit ass stereotype the whole goddamn time, every fucking time, that these black dads just aren't there. They just not there. A lot of y'all dads was there. Let's just face it. Let's be brutally honest. A lot of y'all dads was there. So if you don't see black men as leaders, go talk to your dad about why he's so fucking weak. Go ahead, because that's exactly what you're saying. Sorry, I got respect for black dads that are able to spawn people like y'all, and um, and had to deal with you. But hey, I gotta face it. If something go wrong with my kid, the error will be seen on my part. And the kind of dude I am, the error will be on my part. So there, all's fair. Life isn't fair, but all's fair. Since you want to label black men hate groups now, yeah, let's tell the truth. You should never cape for someone who comes in ninth place. I don't care who it is. They come in fourth place, they come in fifth place, sure. Hey, well, I get that. That makes more sense a little bit. But hey, you know what? If you're not first, you're last. Period. Are you first? If you're watching this broadcast, are you first in anything? Now, I'm going to give you the correct answer. You should be first in yourself. If you're not first in yourself, you are fucking last. Period. Hey, you know what? That's some just some cheesy shit to say. I mean, yeah, I just thought of it. I'm not writing this shit down. I don't have writers. I don't have production teams. Yeah, I talk off the top of my head. Sorry, sorry guys. A lot of you moist haters do. Hey, I mean, but I'm not like you moist haters. I don't have to spend time hating on a group of people. I can just present the facts. Period. I know a lot of people that can present facts better than I can. You do not want to continue to play this game. This little slanderous comments. Yeah, black men should be suing y'all asses for real. But hey, you know what? I see. Here's what's more satisfying for me: just defeating you assholes, making you want to go away. That's much better. You know, I'm serious, man. Shit, I think that black men need to. And I've said this in the past. I think that we have a bit of problems with solidarity. I think we do, and a lot of this shit is because of these little old moist dudes. I'm not gonna get all too far off the topic. I know I'm supposed to be talking about Sha'Carri Richardson and how she's making an ass of herself every second. You know how she's getting her Azalea Banks on. I don't think any black person that makes a fool of themselves deserves representation from us. I don't. Even if they are in the manosphere, if they make fools of themselves, I don't think you should represent them. Period. And whatever and whatever movement you find yourself foundational in, you should never try to represent the last place person ever. If you want to, you can. If you want to do it on the strength of being black, my suggestion to you motherfuckers is that you be absolutely as consistent as fucking possible with it. I'm not allowed to be last place. None of us are. Just own it. Like don't get no fucking attitude. That's the wrong thing to do. Can you imagine that being last place in something or fucking up something to be damned to where it can't be fixed, and then you got an attitude about it? You talking shit about people that have done better? Humble your motherfucking self. No one gets that excuse. I don't care who they are. I don't care what ethnicity. I don't care what gender. Pick one out of two. Y'all need to stop being so goddamn soft. For us raising our children, for us with very young children like myself, my suggestion is this: I'm not telling you how to be a parent, but challenge your kids. Challenge them. Make sure that they are constantly challenged. You know, because I don't want. I mean, hell, you shouldn't want everyone to have this broken mentality. If even if you can't save yourself, save the little one. Make sure they don't come in ninth place in anything because that's your reflection as a parent. And that's why I think y'all be caping for people like this. Y'all don't do shit on the strength of race at all. That's why I asked that question earlier. Do y'all really care about racism? You don't. If you did care about racism, you want the best from your people. Period. I'm not even joking about this shit right here. I am fucking done. Niggas just want everybody to be mediocre. Hey, black man, you mediocre as hell. Shut up. Hey, how y'all doing in the chat though? Let me check out a couple of these comments here. And I got 26 watching. Hopefully, you guys are pressing the like button. Yeah, I know I'm on a little bit early for those of you watching. Thank you for joining me. And look at who we got here. Let me start at the beginning. Stoic 1. I'm listening. 1Gs. Raven Knight. Katrina anniversary day. Presents her sister come to town. Okay, well, stay safe out there, people. Long Tong Son. What's going on? Kareem from the house of Etrid. Yeah. I don't like to get pronunciations wrong. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but yeah, thank you for being a patron. Let me go ahead and put the other banner up. Okay. Lotus Scalper, what's going on? You've been here a lot lately. Thanks for showing up. D Rock Den, yeah, what's going on? Salute. Raven Knight, they're beyond toxic. They keep pushing the attitude limits. Too many need to be supplemental backhand slap benefits. They all qualify. Yeah, they kind of do. Toya the tutor. All right, what's going on? Much respect. Much respect. Decepticons 2021. Rise of the Ratchet Cons. Yep. And make it so bad they already had a transformer named Ratchet. KP from KC5. Salute. All right, glad all of you showed up tonight. For real. All right, let's see if I can find a visual piece and reflect on that for a bit. Like I said, I ain't trying to hate on Sha'Carri. I'm just telling y'all the truth, man. Y'all the truth. If you want you want somebody bottom to represent you. I mean, we've done good jobs in the past. Shit, Beyonce, Michael Jackson, shit. Shoot, let's see what pops up. Oh God. Okay. Set. Okay. And I mean, by the way, this is old news. I mean, just go ahead and tell you this right now. This is old news, but I mean, but hopefully that, like I said, I hope y'all did not come to see me hate on Sha'Carri. I'll say that much. I mean, I'm actually not hating, but everything is everything is always perceived as hating and bashing. I told you about dudes who say the word bashing. I don't need to get into that again, but I will if I have to. You know, what exactly happened with her and Allison Felix? I've heard about Allison Felix, but let's go over it. Let's all go over it together. Share the screen. Share the screen. I know I can't sing in some frequencies. I used to be able to a little bit. But it was more like who was the other lead singer of the Temptation that wasn't David Ruffin, the one with the real high pitched singing voice. Like I lost all that shit, but I used to be able to do that impression pretty good. All right. Sha'Carri Richardson called out for seemingly shading Allison Felix. Okay. All right. I don't even know Allison Felix. I just, when I hear about people being rude to others, and is actually shaping the way we are perceiving shit. There's a need to talk about it. See, I have an obsession with not wanting to see black people go ape shit, complete ape shit. It's like it is not my desire to see black people go ape shit just for the purpose of drama. All right, let's read this article here. After sprinter Sha'Carri Richardson was criticized on Twitter in the wake of her last place showing at the recent Prefontaine Classic, Olympics bronze medalist Allison Felix offered words of support during an appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live, guest hosted by Stephen A. Smith. Oh yeah, the weed guy. Oh, and did he say anything about Sha'Carri Richardson need to stay off the weed like he did so many black male athletes? Hey, but hey, you know what? Maybe I should have read this article so I could have checked it out before I came on the air. But hey, you know what? Life ain't fair. Life is life. In response to a question about Richardson, Felix said, I know that she's obviously been through so much, and I hope that she's just supported. I hope people rally around her. Obviously, she has a great personality. Okay, great personality, and she brought a lot of attention to the sport. And I think she'll be in the sport for a very long time. I agree with that. I agree that Sha'Carri Richardson, as long as she continues to train and work hard, she will be in this sport for a very long time, and maybe she'll get back to second place status. I mean, that's for anyone, and for anyone that considers me a hater, I really hope that she gets first place in the race so she can shut us up if we're haters. You know. So here we go. So this is Sha'Carri Richardson. This is Sha'Carri Richardson right here, and this is Alex and Felix. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else that I need to read. Richardson then appeared to throw shade at Felix, writing early Wednesday in an Instagram story, encouraging words on TV shows are just as real as as well nothing at all. Oh God, let me clean that little reading up. Encouraging words on TV shows are just as real as nothing at all. Oh, God. Well, maybe they had some. I mean, I'm gonna play devil's advocate a little bit because everybody's been just kind of like, oh, she cared, man. Why she act like that? Goddamn. So since y'all heard enough of that, I'll try to play devil's advocate because this is something you're not hearing or people supposedly complain about not hearing from a black man. So I'm gonna try to make it make sense from the other side since I'm the one. So since we're the ones that are the haters and we all we want to do is bash black women, this. Okay, so let me whoops. Whoops. Sorry about that. Let me get any comments. Raven Raven Knight. That was harsh. Let me read Raven Knight's comment. I am convinced she was fed dog food as a kid. I'm thinking most of these ratchets have been doing something with dogs because they act like people. Wow. Savage. Let me see if I can find that article. See if I find that article again. I assure you guys that was my mistake. Let's see. Mm. Oh, here we go. All right. So let me go back. Let me go back. Let me get back on track. Said Richardson then appeared to throw shade at Felix, writing early Wednesday in an Instagram story. Encouraging words on TV shows are just as real as, well, nothing at all. A second post read, "Be a good person, but don't waste time proving it." Hmm? See, let's like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and play those, devil's advocate, or at least try. We can't assume that everyone is perfect. We can't assume that Allison Felix is the protagonist. We can only go by what we see at this point in the court of public opinion. If we were to go by what we see, we would probably say that Sha'Carri is out of pocket for saying this. Be a good person. Don't waste your time proving it. Or, and like I said before, everybody goes through things. Everyone does. Is it? No, we're not. None of us are exempt. But, that's no reason. And yeah, there's no reason to be rude and lash out to people. Sometimes that will happen. Sometimes that will happen. I honestly think baby girl needs to take off for a little while. Go ahead, get back in the gym, get back to what made her great in the first place. And you know what? Here's someone who feels like that people should care about their opinion. Because why else is anybody on social media? Because someone is supposed to care about their opinion. She said, "Well, my time defending Sha'Carri is over. It's been fun. Prayers down." And according to some of the haters out there, some of the detractors, I'm supposed to be celebrating what she said right now. Yeah, girl. Yeah. You go, girl. Like, I'm supposed to be like that nigga right there. Nope. Mm-mm. And token BK. Now, that looks like a discount Lil Nas X in his profile picture. How Black Twitter pulling up on Sha'Carri Richardson after she badmouthed Allison Felix. Now, see, this is why I say that niggas are fake. Because wasn't a couple weeks previous to that they were riding with her? Yep. Blaming black men for all the hate. I mean, they still do that. They're gonna do that every day of the fucking week. Like he's like, there's yeah, at 24/7, which means that they're actually motherfuckers up at 4 o'clock in the morning plotting to blame the hate on black men. How Black Twitter pulling up like, shut the fuck up, man. People are so fake. Dana White, not the owner of USC. He says Sha'Carri is 21. That's literally a youth, like by definition and socialization. Like I had young people her age in drop-in programs. Black youth will always get grace, patience, love, and opportunity to grow from me in this world that grants them none. Sure. Uh, okay. Now, I mean, I'm sure he means well, but this just sounds like a virtue signal. I mean, shit. Do you have the patience to deal with someone who feels like their shit doesn't stink? I mean, everybody says all this bullshit on the fucking internet, but then when that bridge has to be crossed, what do we do? Uh, do we say, yeah, let's cross this bridge, or do we say fuck it? A lot of y'all say fuck it when that time comes. People are so fake. Well, his name is Dana White. I mean, I was like, oh my god, he has the same name as the the owner of the UFC. Like, fuck all that. Mm, all right, this article is stupid. I mean, not it's not stupid. I mean, it's provided me with some of this content, but and as far as like the racist part, like is like, I mean, whatever happened with the Jamaica, her liking a comment or whatever. If ADOS people can't get it together, why are we worried about what non-ADOS people think? Let's be brutally honest about that. Mm. Let me address some of the shit that was said. Like, is kind of the usual thing, like with everyone. Um, and I just want to kind of check it real quick. The whole saying that the Sha'Carri is being hated upon, and all this other stuff. She just being hated on. Well, how would you feel if you came in ninth place? Like ninth place, you feel like you would a lot of, and I'm telling you, a lot of y'all have this big person mentality, but you would probably go in a corner. You'll probably start thinking about all the times you ridiculed and made fun of somebody. I mean, like I said, I would like to be the first person. I'll be the first person to say that I would love to see Sha'Carri Richardson make a successful comeback. Seriously, for everyone's mental health, because see, it seems like the more she fails, it's just another reason to go along with the division that our people are facing. Just another BS distraction from what really happens. What's really going on out here? They're getting you to support the worst so you can be content with not doing shit. There are better representations than Sha'Carri. Seriously. If you want to say better is subjective, you can go along with that too. Some of you make it no kind of way to argue with you. So I get it. Man, what? Raven Knight, Gatorfield Waters, and I'm watching this fool attempt a water rescue on an empty car. How to bring out all the idiots. Yeah. I even go out on a limb and say this. Tyron Woodley, Tyron Woodley and Jake Paul. Any of y'all familiar with that? Is a YouTube boxer named Jake Paul, brother of a really popular YouTuber, Logan Paul, facing a former MMA fighter in a boxing match. I'm gonna tell you right now, if Tyron Woodley loses, I really don't care. If he wins, great. I mean, I've seen him be a stunner in mixed martial arts ring. But if he loses, I don't care, because I mean, shit, despair is upon us. And then, really, fundamentally, I just really think that he's gonna get knocked out. I think that you're dealing with a guy that is in his element right now. I mean, dudes can train to be better. Not that I'm siding with the white boy or anything, but I'm just saying, it is what it is. If Tyron Willie wins, shit, hey, cool. I'm good with that. But if he loses, I ain't gonna be devastated. I ain't gonna be like, oh, black men failed. Oh, black men failed once again. I'm gonna treat Tyron Willie like I treated Sha'Carri. You should have went in there better prepared. Ain't no bias here. I mean, D Rock then, like, look, like I said, for our people's sanity, Sha'Carri should win something. Hopefully she does. I'd rather see us better than see us worse. Because I mean, like shit, a lot of us out here acting like fucking kids. Like it's like, who are we embarrassed for? It happens in our community. Shit, just pick yourself up and do better. People talking about it, people joking on your hell. I'm pretty sure that after I seen a guy set up a broadcast after Rogers channel went down, saying Rogers report channel terminated. Let's celebrate. That makes me give a fuck less and less about people's feelings. Like seriously, you mad about that? You mad about somebody that doesn't wouldn't spit on you if you was dying of thirst? Shit. Like yeah, like shit. If Tyron Woodley loses to a white boy, so what? So what? So what? According to a lot of you out there, is what y'all expect. Shit. Let me talk about something else too. Let me talk about something else too. The fact that some of y'all are actually saying that if you've never run track, stay in your lane. You have no room to criticize. I don't know. I just have to address the stupidity right here. I mean, seriously. Okay, let me tell you something. If if someone is a comedian and he goes on stage and he bums, and people complain about him not being funny, are there other people that are supposed to go forward? I mean, that are supposed to come forward and say, he's well, you know what? You're not a comedian, buddy. You've never been on that stage trying to tell jokes. Stay in your lane. I mean, cool. He really tried. But if he wasn't funny, maybe he's not cut out to be a comedian, or she is not cut out to be a comedian. Yeah, let's not gender discriminate. D Rock then type what's BS. Yeah, I do expect my mods to be straight with me. I mean, that's your privilege. I won't time you out for it. At all. I'm I'm gonna show y'all what a person who properly runs a platform looks like. I want y'all to be truthful with me. Just disagree. Disagree. Or maybe you didn't disagree. Maybe you were saying agreeing with me saying that something is BS. I don't know. I had a very reactive response to a super chat this afternoon. So I don't want to emulate that. So Venom G54. I think this is my first time seeing you, and if you've been here before, forgive me for not remembering. Let me see what you said. I had to respond to a post on Facebook about a row beast claiming, claiming that these modern day men are sorry excuses for men. Why? Because, yeah, I knew D Rock then. You're cool. Yeah, like I said, no, I ain't gonna tell you what channel. He said, I'm banned 24 hours because I suggested that she check the delusional feminists who are strong and independent, far from traditional, but expect traditional gestures from random men, which is facts. But you got to understand that Facebook is a very female, feminist centric app now. Like, I'll put it to you like this. Like 2 years ago, I got a 30-day ban for saying that gynocentric men were a cancer. Said it was bullying and harassment. I got 30 days. I even showed a screenshot to somebody one time with a comment. I got another 30 days. Yeah. They don't want you talking about their golden gooses, I guess. Their 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 wrecking balls of society. Shoot, so yeah, I believe every word of that. It's 24 hours though. You must don't say very much. But facts. Yeah, 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 yeah. I definitely. Like I said, Like I said, it could have been something. Yeah, I shouldn't be so reactive. You know, according to the standard of a lot of these people out here, I'm too yeah, I'm like, damn. It's like somebody like, man, take your Geritol and go to bed, man. I'm like, dude, I'm 44. I'm about to be 45. Oh, y'all gonna hate me then, cause see, 45 is a number that has been very significant to you guys for the past few years. I, I, I should play that shit to the nose, but I'm not a Trump supporter. Say I offered a solution to our problem, but it was labeled as hate speech. Yep, it's gonna be labeled as hate speech if they don't like it. Like they're redefining everything right now. They said a man that they people the I don't know what do y'all call like lower vibrational people use that language. Uh, they have a tendency to try to redefine things like and really people should be offended when people do this because you're really being treated like a dumbass at the end of the day. Say for instance, let me give you an example. If you see the grass is green with brown in it, and then you point at it and say this grass is green and brown in it, and the person said next to you said, "No, man, that's not grass," "No, man, that's how water act." Your water be acting all different and shit. I'm gonna look at that motherfucker like, man, you need therapy, dude. Get the fuck out of here. You're not whatever relation I got to you in this little hypothetical situation. That shit has changed. Yeah, I mean, people treat people like dumbasses. I'm supposed to be convinced a man is gay because he wears a suit with socks and cologne. Like, okay, this is like are we ready to admit this community as we some of us like to call it? Are we ready to admit it is over or are we gonna sugarcoat it? We're gonna continue to sugarcoat it. So Venom G54, that was not a solution to them. It was hate speech. Anything they don't like on FB. Like I've been treading on thin water with them, so I got to be careful what I say. Cause like this got so bad with me on Facebook. When I say something like real slick, they notify me right then and there. This might be interpreted as hate speech, like right then and there. So I like fuck it. I'll erase that comment. Like these dudes. I'm in some chips right now, so if you're chewing in the background, like taco flavored Doritos, shit, them shit's good. So I mean, like, answer this question, chat. Do you want last place representing you? If so, why do you feel like that we're hating on Sha'Carri? Because we said she ninth place and she shouldn't have an attitude. Like everybody gets to participate in this. Why do you say that? Why is once again the blame is being shirked to black men for this? Hey, look, y'all already saying no. No, 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 Kev, you know we smarter than that. Yeah, I do. I do know you're smarter than that. I do. Shout out to BGS Ibmore. Venom G54. I share manosphere content often and I put the retards on blast, so I get called a caveman often. LOL. Do they say stuff to you like male gaze? Do they say stuff to you like that? Yeah, that's what they say to me. It's like whenever you talk about a female in any kind of way, if it's if it's like if, if it's like anything that's any kind of critical. And let me bring up another little point. Let me bring up another little point. This actually shows that BWs are protected and respected. Seriously, you can't keep continue to go with this argument. Period. If you're willing to go out on a limb for Sha'Carri, and she's carried her way like that, carried her way around like that, lashing out at folks. Remember, things happen to people, unfortunate things. That doesn't excuse miserable ass behavior. This shows that we are very protective of our women. Period. I don't care what you say. A lot of us say we don't. Most of us will anyway. Some of us are removed a little bit, so I understand if you have a opinion about that, saying that, hey, man, I ain't around now to be protected. That, yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's cool. I agree with Roger on this. Should be under black man's leadership. If you want protection, you need to be under his leadership. Period. I'll say this: a lot of wives understand that that number is diminishing according to spaces like this. But yeah, Toya, yeah, black woman right there. I tell you, you're very, yeah, they are very protected. Like we can barely not. Let me put it to you like this: black manosphere and black male spaces, period, in general, we barely escaped the whole hate speech thing, and that's beginning to run out quite a bit. You know, the female channels that feature BWs are very protected. They have been able to thrive. They have been able to say what they want to say. They might get a community guideline strike, but that's them talking about another group. It ain't never gonna get a community guideline strike about black. Why? If they're getting community strikes for black men, why are these channels still up? Why are they channels still up? You tell me that. If they're unprotected, why are they allowed to carry on the way they carry on by our people, by melanated people that look like you and me? Yes, they are. Sha'Carri's evidence. And I don't care that fares well for my daughter. I should be happy about this. Period. I am quite a bit. I mean, it's like turning a frown upside down. I'm good, but I always stand up for what's right. I don't think you should make them into slaves. I don't think they should stop shooting for the stars. I'm just offering clarity to how I feel about BW. I don't think they should stop doing anything they want to do. Let them do it. Let everyone of them do it. Don't act intimidated. Don't do any of that. They really should eliminate hypergamy for real. I'm serious. I'm serious as a motherfucking heart attack. I don't even really think it exists. I think people just talk shit about it because they're not with anyone. Y'all always try to damn wrap this shit up, move the goalposts. Always going by some bullshit just to cover up the fact that maybe we fell short in a little bit of something. Lionel Celeste plays. What's going on? I had a dude tell me the sexual comment he made towards a maid were justified because they be harassing him. I mean, just one of those things that let me put it to you like this. You know, even if you do the right thing, sometimes they're gonna fuck you over. But make sure they're always doing. Make sure that you're always doing the right thing because you never know, something could come, the truth could come out, and you'll be free and clear. Not saying that it's fucked up. It's not. I'm not saying that it's fair. I mean, you shouldn't use you shouldn't use like someone else's bullshit to justify your own. Just because you don't have a job and you have a kid doesn't mean that you are justified in being a criminal. That does not mean you can commit crime. So just because you're being sexually harassed, which really should give you an overinflated ego if you're a man. I mean, yeah, exercise your rights, but if he had a problem with it, he should have submitted a complaint instead of playing into that shit. People like to people like to say, people like to treat you like you're dumb, but people are very smart. People like to play dumb, but people are very smart at times. They're smart in the things that they want to be in. I'll put it to you like that. Green, the way they frame entire Sha'Carri situation was system protected her. If you are a casual observer of this saga, you would back her. Yeah, like more so people who are like in passing. If they, people usually believe the first thing they hear if someone gets to them first. If a news source gets to you first, they can push their narrative, and you can be like, "Oh, you cannot even be any kind of aware about the situation." Yeah, they paint her the hero. I mean, yeah, she came first place in a 100-meter race or something like that, or she ran a 10-6, like the fastest in the country or the fastest in the world. I need to get my facts straight on that, which is a heck of an accomplishment. Nobody is taking away from the fact that nobody's taking away from her fact of her athletic ability. Period. No one is taken away from that at all. I know. I keep hearing people say, "Well, black men couldn't wait for her to lose." That's bullshit. I'm telling you all the things that, yeah, did y'all say that we say about Serena Williams. Ain't no black man ever wanted her to lose anything. For real, nobody was pushing for Sha'Carri to lose or was happy when she did place ninth place. Shit, that see the error wasn't on Sha'Carri's part as far as that. The error was on a lot of you guys. The way you reacted to it, defending your bullshit. I mean, shit. People talk about people in basic ass shit like sports. Your team loses, guess what? People talk shit about it. People are talking shit about Cam Newton after he lost the Super Bowl to the Denver Broncos. I got mad for a little while, but I had to call a spade a spade. He lost. Shit. He lost. He ain't been quite the same since. Am I supposed to keep telling people, hey guys, shit, Cam Newton? I mean, hey, I admire the brother. All right. D Rock Dance, thanks for the super sticker. All right. Thanks, thanks for your support of what I'm doing over here. And I don't even think I pulled these words together. It has been an hour already. Long live the habitual line steppers. Yeah. Oh, I'm just saying. Don't back ninth place. Imagine you investing in stock and invest in the most failed shit. Green. Okay. See, this is why you have a chat full of intelligent people. She ran. She has ran the sixth fastest time in history. what people did realize was the Mommy Rocket and Elaine ran faster. LOL. Said for Sha'Carri. Okay. All right. Cool. Sha'Carri. Seriously. Seriously. I mean, like, look, I empathize with her. I really do. I mean, I say everybody goes through everything, but that sucks when your mother passes away. Period. That's that's a bump. Let me tell you something. If you love your mother in any kind of way, it will affect you. It's still not an excuse to be a shitty person, but it will affect you. It will affect you. I mean, you know, I don't know, but coming in ninth place, the reaction was not there. She should have just like it would have looked better if she went to a bench and cried. I would have said that. I would say that. It would have looked better if she went to a bench and cried. Like went to a bench, sat down. Oh my god. Oh my god, how could I do this? Oh, I'm gonna take off some time. And then she should have took off some time and then got her leg strength back together. You know, do what runners do to make them fast as fuck outside of PDs and came back and smoked everybody on the track. Maybe she's not the fastest runner. Venom G54. I feel sorry for the idiot who knocked that ground. Shit. Um, KP from KC5. She's part of the alphabet group, so she shouldn't be knocked up. There's a rumor Sha'Carri is pregnant. Oh shit. Yeah, I mean sometimes like I don't know from experience. I mean I missed the boat on that one. I could have got one, but like sometimes some of these old I don't know these strong women, some of these strong looking women they go to the other side, man. Shit. But let me look this up. Let me see if Sha'Carri is there a pregnancy rumor? Sha'Carri. Okay. Sha'Carri Richardson pregnant. I'm looking up Google on my phone. Sha'Carri Richardson must be pregnant. I don't see anything that confirms any of that. That's rumors though. Jersey Hammer, what's going on? Level of humility is almost of us ask. It is overly expected of black men that are outside of certain fields. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. People, I would say, want the right. We should be more humble, I would say. But yeah, you're right. That's facts. It is overly expected of black men. I just mentioned Cam Newton. But I mean, I rock with Cam Newton. I don't know if any of y'all remember, but when he used to celebrate in the end zone, when he used to do the dab, people were complaining about that. People were saying that he should be more humble. Whenever the pale quarterbacks would go in and celebrate and everything, it was a highlight on Sports Center. It was a highlight on Sports Center. It was no question. Aaron Rodgers did something in the end zone, highlight on Sports Center. Matt Stafford, he do something in the end zone, it's, it's a Sports Center highlight. Cam Newton does something in the end zone, he gets a sensitivity coach. True shit. He gets a PR coach, I would say. I mean, you can say what you want to say, sensitivity, PR. It's about the same goddamn thing when it's dealing with black men. You damn right. So they were saying Cam Newton should have been humble. There were a few black men that said something, including myself. But did scores of black people come out like that? Oh my God. Oh my God. Cam Newton. You bothering Cam Newton about the damn. No, no, you didn't. It wasn't even that big a deal. In fact, when Cam lost, that was just it. Cam lost. Ain't nobody saying, man, man, if you ain't never quarterback for a team that went to the Super Bowl, stay in your lane. Ain't nobody say that shit. Nobody. You know what ain't nobody else say? Whenever a black athlete, and Stephen A. Smith confirms it out of his own fucking mouth, whenever a black male athlete is popped for marijuana, they ain't have black people coming out crusading for them Negroes either. You didn't. None of us did. I know I didn't care. I was like, fuck it. Smoke weed. I smoked weed at the time. Couldn't get a good job with it. Hey, I agree. I mean, I ain't gonna say I couldn't get a good job. In the industry I was in, I made pretty good money at the time. But my view at the time also is if you got a mega career on the line, you should not be smoking weed if it's against the policy. I always uplift Ricky Williams as this example. Ricky Williams lost his entire career smoking weed. And everybody was treating him like he was an absolute fool. I'm not going to say I was completely out of it with Ricky Williams. I did feel bad for him because I knew the effects of weed weren't that bad. It was just a narrative that was being pushed by goofy ass people who saw profits lost depending on what industry they were in if weed was ever legalized at the federal level. And a chance to take a black man down was there. So Ricky Williams went down. And we weren't coming out to protect Ricky Williams. We wasn't saying, hey man, this is a little bit too much. I knew it was too much. I ain't care. I was like, shit, weed's illegal. Fuck it. If I get caught with weed, I'm going to jail. That's it. Ain't nobody gonna care shit about my little job. I, you know, but it is what it is. We weren't checking for Ricky Williams like that. All of a sudden, this girl gets popped for smoking weed. Now everyone is like, it's just weed. People are fucking hypocrites. They ridicule Mayweather for being outspoken, but they love McGregor for the. Oh yeah, Conor McGregor. Oh, they love. Oh, yeah, they love when Conor McGregor talks shit. Oh my god. I'm gonna make a confession. I was happy when Khabib tapped him out. I was happy when he lost to Floyd Mayweather. I was happy about that shit. And I mean, contrary to what you may believe, it wasn't all about ethnicity. And the reason that being is I always kept in mind that Floyd really don't care about his people. But to beat Conor McGregor, hey, shoot, I was willing to sign up with that. You can always make temporary alliances. I mean, I trust a temporary alliance with a brother than a temporary alliance with anyone else. Believe that. Well, lots of shit talking between Tyron Woodley and Jake Paul. But I really didn't follow. I would see articles pop up about it. I'm just like, look, I just have a feeling Tyron Woodley's gonna lose. Just like just like the week Anderson Silva lost. I was like, Anderson Silva's gonna lose this fight when he fought Chris Weidman. I was like, yeah, they calling Chris Weidman All American. The fix is in. All right, you speaking my language. Black men are the permanent underclass, but by 2030, the woke mob will be included. Yay, equality. People more people who care more about symbolic victories. The woke mob. Yeah, I've been having fun with the woke mob. You know, I mean, anyway, I said earlier in the broadcast that trolling is pretty, an idiot's excuse. But hey, you know what? I never said trolling was smart. It can be fun sometimes. I go on entertainment sites and mess with the woke mob. Oh my God. Oh, they just lose it over anything. So if you're that kind of person, I'm just telling you to go where to get some temporary fixes. Go to entertainment websites that try to push a narrative. Chewing chips again. Yeah. Subject is Sha'Carri. If you're not first, you're last. If you want to be last with Sha'Carri, that's okay with me. I don't give a fuck about y'all. Well, some of you I do. I mean, family members, you guys that tune in every week. The people pressing like, even the people that press dislike. Let me see if I got any dislikes. Mm, let's see what's going on. Oh, I got one dislike. All right, one dislike. Y'all know what that means. Now I'm feeling objectified by your male gaze. Yep. Yep. See, we started talking about the woke mob, so I had to kind of, do the appropriate thing. So whoever you are for that one dislike, thank you very much. You gave me an excuse to play that soundbite. Hmm. Venom G54, dogs and cats get humane treatment, even the strays, but black men have to be billionaire or hastens to get bare minimum. Yep. Yep. I mean, not even that. Not even that. Not even that. Sometimes. You would think, since they call us broke and dusty. Sorry, guys. I know I'm chewing a little bit. These chips are good. God damn. Try taco Doritos. Or find a black owned counterpart to Doritos or something. You know what I'm saying? These shits are good. Subject is if you're not first, you're last. All right. Yeah, so I deconfirmed the pregnancy thing. I mean, if I can't confirm it, if she is, she is. Whatever. I mean, we can all go back to it. We can all go back to the whole going through a lot thing. Or sex, the whole thing that y'all think sex cures all, or whatever. Yeah, but get straight off a little bit off subject. Something I get a little mad about. When other people do it, but hey, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, somebody tell me that the Color Purple is getting a remake, which is sad. Why would you want to remake that piece of shit? But of course, the way direction, the direction that Western culture is in, and that woke mob that we were talking about, that is in existence and in full force for some odd reason. shit, the color purple actually might fit the narrative of what they're trying to push in 2021. You know, I mean, the original color purple was the thing that planted the seed. So they just want to reinforce it. I heard, like, I read a post from Dr. Tia Son Johnson about the Aretha Franklin movie with Jennifer Hudson, saying that he couldn't even get to the part where Jennifer Hudson entered because they depicted like her father as sexually abusive toward her, and the and he said, according to one of his colleagues, that through her memoirs and even her family, that nobody ever said any of that happened. So, I mean, when I look in the comment section, and I'm just telling y'all what position that, wow. See, I hate when people say this stupid shit, like how the world sees y'all, how the world sees black men. Like, how about how black people see black men? When I look in the comment section of them promoting this movie, everybody says it was this excellent film. So if they were so off base and off history about that, and everyone's saying it's an excellent film, first off, I'm gonna see if I can check it out. See if I can find the cheapest dollar amount to check the movie out. Because I just don't want to really judge something without seeing it. You know, see how old JH pulled it off with her trifling self. But if that is true, if they did depict her father in that way, then it's just the usual. Yeah. Venom G54, the gynocracy has to reindoctrinate the slave subservient mindset of the next generation of men. Far too many broke free of the matrix. Yep. Yep. I'll go ahead and say this. You're allowed to have your issues about the black manosphere. Anybody. You're allowed to have your issues. But like it or not, they come in force. They're already giving it to their select comedians. They're already giving that task, trying to embarrass you. From the likes of Gabrielle Union and Don Cheadle at two different instances. Too many people are starting to think for themselves. That's why a lot of people discourage platforms such as these. Because like I said earlier, I'm not doing a script. A lot of people that want to push narratives, they do a script. People are controlling what they're saying. When you can't control what the people say, a lot of mindsets go free. You're allowed to go in whatever direction you want to go in. When they don't have that power anymore, they have to reinforce it. They have to reintroduce it. So, in the grand scheme of what they're trying to do, remaking the color purple makes sense. I don't watch TV and I don't support woke media. I barely watch TV now. I challenge anyone, don't watch mainstream media television for at least 4 months and see how different you think. Nobody can do it. I'm not trying to take anyone's enjoyment. I'm not trying to steal anybody's joy or thunder. I'm not trying to make everything gloom and doom. But once you start watching it and then you start watching it again, you're like, huh? This is really what they're pushing? If you watch it constantly, it conditions your mind to be desensitized to whatever they're trying to push. You'll even argue on behalf of that shit. I see it in family members all the time. You say anything about their favorite stars trying to push these dumb messages, watch them try to bite your head off. Damn, 6 years? 6 years of no television? Officer Faulkner, what's going on? Matrix 4, they said they're going to make it like Neo and Trinity are plugged back into the Matrix. And they're supposed to be focused on their relationship. I mean, I hope Keanu Reeves tried to keep it badass enough. Hopefully, it's like more. Hopefully, it's more like what they did in WandaVision. Kind of like they have the illusion, and as the movie goes on, they break it down and break it down more to the real shit. And then, like Neo just started doing some amazing stuff. But in the beginning, they were saying that the movie is going to have a much darker feel. Now, I was like, oh, this is interesting. I like this is interesting. But then when they said that Masters of the Universe Revelation was going to have a darker feel, I was like, oh, okay, all right, all right. Once I saw how what they considered darker, I mean, well, it was pretty dark. Yeah, they tried. Oh, but they already got a teaser trailer out for it. Said it looks good, Kev. No joke, it's going to be a hit. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. If there's a teaser trailer out for it, we need to be covering that on the Black Dimension, our entertainment channel. Let's say I'm going to vomit when I see Jada in it, but it looks good. Oh yeah, Jada has returned to it. Yeah, you know. Yeah, they brought a lot of character back, but they didn't bring Lawrence Fishburne back. They didn't bring Morpheus back. I don't know. Maybe they did that for story purposes, to move the story forward. But we'll just have to wait and see. But I'll definitely go see it. I'm a fan of the Matrix saga. I like the little inner message that it gives, and that we are all plugged into a bullshit system. Unplugging has a price, but it's the truth. You know, Definitely a hell of a message. So for the way we look at things, and yeah, the Matrix is responsible for the concept of red pill and blue pill. So the Matrix, well, like it or not, is very significant to YouTube spaces such as these. Yeah, Keanu's already making a John Wick 4 and 5. He is doing the Lord's work. I love John Wick. It's like the series, yeah, because y'all love to try to twist up words. He said he loved John Wick. He loved a white man. Yeah, I'm sorry. That is some badass fucking films. Those are the kind of films I like. The films full of toxic masculinity and fighting and killing and shit. You know, I mean, I'm being smug by saying toxic masculinity. Masculinity is only toxic when females try it. Remember that. So you can be graceful and elegant and still be badass. Shit. I'm saying that for the females. Yeah, but I can't wait to see that trailer though. If it follows the spirit, like here, here's what many people don't know: they made Matrix Reloaded and the Matrix Revolution in the same year. They made both. They made both films in the same year. Matrix Reloaded looked okay. Matrix Red, like it was. I didn't too much dig the whole Smith fight scene where they had all the different Smiths, because it just made Neo look too badass to me. It just made it look like Neo didn't really have a challenge. Like it just when he showed up, all the problems were solved. I guess when you got the third act, When he went and saw the architect, that's when everything started to be a challenge. It was, I guess, him having to deal with the things like, protecting the people that he loved. But Matrix Revolution, it was like the final fight scene was Dragon Ball Z, and I liked it. I liked the way they did the final scene. I wanted to see more shit like that in film. But Matrix Revolution seemed like the shooting and the quality it made it seem rushed. So they had a lot of years in between Matrix Revolution and this film right here. So I mean, it's definitely going to kick ass if they stay within the spirit of the Matrix. Totally fits the story. Neo is being interviewed by his therapist. He looks around and notices everyone is on his phone, but on their phones, but him. And Neo supposedly died, but I guess he didn't. Uh, he was just used to erase Agent Smith. I mean, anyway, shit. It's been an hour and a half. Mm. Oh yeah, I played that game too. Yeah, I did. Yeah, yeah, they filmed everything at the same time. So, mm. So, how was everyone's weekend? Yeah, Street Fighter '88. Oh yeah, I finally got what that said. Street Fighter '88. At the end of the Matrix, he was shown being plugged into the Matrix. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, it looked like it fried him, but they could win it. They could have went in any direction. But Trinity would. They're trying to say Trinity's alive, but Trinity would have to be part of the programming. She would have to actually be an illusion because she died. She wasn't. Yeah, she was fucked up. I mean, Neo, I could probably get it, but Trinity, that's probably some kind of trick that's within inside the Matrix. Indigenous TV, what's going on? At the end of the Matrix 3, the Oracle and the Architect said Neo would return. They were right because yeah, he's back. Okay, yeah, awesome. The sad part about it that the sad part about the architect and the sad part about the architect and the Oracle was that the actor that played the Oracle in the first two passed away before they can finish Matrix Revolution, and Mary Alice replaced the Oracle in the third film. And let me tell you something, Mary Alice in her young days, the saying God won. They said the robots brought her back to life. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they can pretty much put it in the script. I mean, if the robots brought her back to life, then that's a fact. I mean, anything possible in worlds like that. They had pre-screenings for Matrix 4 in July. What y'all be doing? Y'all be reading Reddit? Yeah, but I mean, you can find anything on the internet. But truth. So are they saying that it's phenomenal? Because Raven Knight, already said that that it looks like it's going to be a hit. That's what we need. We need more blockbuster hit films. We we need as a people to feel that way again. Because see, no, no, not Mary Alice. No, wait a minute. Did Mary Alice play Red Fox sister on Sanford and Son? I don't think so. I don't know. Yeah, But getting back to what I was saying about movies and shit, we need to feel that classic feel again. Like as bad as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: The Secret of the Ooze was, we still have people going around saying "Go Ninja, go Ninja, go." So I want to feel that way when I go to a film again. I want to feel like that. I just seen the best shit that ever happened. Films have been kind of yeah lately. Yeah, Street Fighter '88 is kind of hard to top in game blockbuster wise. Yeah, I mean, you talk about a film that took what 12 years to build up, and it paid off. A lot of people didn't feel like Endgame was that much of a payoff, but y'all everyone has different opinions. But for me, Endgame was awesome. Infinity War was wow. Oh, oh, it's woke. The Matrix is woke, right? Oh fuck. Oh god. Snuggle 668. Sha'Carri, if you're not first, you're last. Your headline made me crack up. I just came because of the headline. Well, mission accomplished. I mean, there are many roads that that there are many roads that lead to the intended destination. Indigenous TV. SJW and virtue signaling has destroyed movies for good. Too many remakes and rebooks have failed as well. Yeah, wait till y'all see the Eternals. And I'm saying that to say that black men creators definitely need to take control of the narrative when on basically in entertainment how we want black men to be perceived. I think that you should support your black male creators that haven't really sold completely out and plugged into the matrix. That the ones that have taken that took the blue pill when presented the option. Yeah, I do agree that the SJW virtue signaling, I do agree that it is destroying it destroyed the CW Arrowverse. It's destroying He-Man. Like a lot of stuff on Netflix. I've never been a fan of Saints Row, but I'm looking at the new Saints Row 4. Why is it that a female, in order for her to be a strong character, she has to be shaped like a she has to be shaped like a I don't know a teenage boy. I mean, she has to her head has to be shaved around the side. Her hair has to be cut short and it slumps over to the side. And they got to be angry with every fucking thing. Yeah, they yell at guys, and then they make the guy characters around them insecure. It's like then it's like the the girl with the buzz cut. She has to wear boy clothes, or she thinks that acting masculine is somehow acceptable and will make people like her. Indigenous TV. I'm writing a superhero novel as we speak. World building through a prequel. Massive project. I'm very excited. Black superhero organically crafted. Plans for release through 2024. Good luck with that, and make sure you advertise it. Make sure you advertise it. You know, you know. God willing, I'm still around at the time, and I do plan on still being around. I even help you advertise it. I even buy your books. I even buy your books. Raining Woman, what is going on? It's good to see you. Very good to see you. Charles Faulkner Jr., Japanese anime and manga are kicking American comic books ass. Yeah, when you had One Piece taking over as the second top selling grossing book, surpassing Batman. Batman, I'm talking about I'm Batman, that guy. Cause I'm Batman, One Piece surpassed that guy. And then when you have like I watch a lot of these little comic book nerd channels on YouTube. I don't just watch Manosphere content or, you know, I don't just um, use my male gaze to the anti Manosphere content, you know. But I watch a bunch of nerd stuff, and a lot, a lot of those nerd channels, a lot of those nerd channels show nothing but manga, like in like the book sections, like it's manga, 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 and then they'll show the little small comic book sessions. Then they'll show the little small comic book section because they know where their money is. Snuggle 668. Strength is known in the form of masculinity. That's why everything that is conveyed to be strong have to come from the look of masculinity is only natural even women will understand that. Now if they're trying to push a certain narrative. Son is hot rod, what's going on? I blame McDonald's. They are eating roid nuggets. Uh-oh. We're introducing the McDonald's conspiracy. Have you not ever noticed Happy Meals made black women more angry than happy, especially if they miss out on the fries? Oh God. Street Fighter 88. FJWs had definitely killed American comics. Pointing case. I am not Starfire. Yeah, and there are so many other examples too. New Warriors, which I think never hit the shelves because people ripped it ruthlessly before it could make it to the shelves. Yeah, New Warriors was written by a guy named Daniel Kibblesmith. I don't know if y'all heard of this kid's book called Santa's Husband about let me see. Santa's Husband was basically a kid's book about Santa having a black husband so they could accept the alphabet agenda or whatever. Because why do you keep targeting kids? Daniel Kibblesmith wrote that book too. So this is who they hired as a comic book writer. They hire a lot of those people as comic book writers. See, like all of you jocks and you cool guys and you pookie types, what y'all did was y'all picked on these guys as kids. When they were drawing pictures and shit, and they say one day I'm gonna get them back. I'm gonna destroy your favorite superhero. Oh look,